Information, education, motivation, real life, real topics. Good afternoon and welcome back to Cayman Conversations, now streaming on Cayman Times Facebook and YouTube channels and also live on Bobo FM 89.1. I'm Ralph Lewis. In April this year, the Police Service Commission announced the promotion and appointment of the Superintendent Brady Banks to the rank of Chief Superintendent for the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service. At that time, the acting governor, Honorable Franz Manderson, said that he was pleased to see the success of this recruitment drive for this critical role in the RCIPs. He was particularly pleased that they were able to promote a highly capable Caymanian from within the ranks of the RCIPS. Today, we welcome Chief Superintendent Brady Banks and Media Officer Jody Ann Pori to Cayman Conversations. Good afternoon and welcome to Cayman Conversations. Today we have with us Chief Superintendent Brady Banks and Jody Pori, Police Media Officer. How are you folks doing today?
Good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
We're good, Ralph. And thanks for having us on your show. Glad to be here.
Okay. I think that police play a very special role in how we conduct our lives in the Cayman Islands. And so I had to reach out to get you on the conversation so we can talk about what's happening. And first of all, I want to say congratulations on your new promotion, Chief Superintendent. And I wish you well. And I know you're from a long time ago. And what is your role? What's the new role?
As the new Chief Superintendent, I'm in charge of 5 superintendents across the entire organization. So currently, I'm in charge of our specialist units and uniform units within the RCIPS. My role really is to ensure good governance and the structures in place to ensure that the RCIPS strategic plan is met. And one of the most important factors there is delivering a professional service.
Good. Right. When I had a discussion earlier, I think you were in charge of traffic. Is that correct?
Yes, traffic was on my portfolio. Yes.
Well, the portfolio, yes. And I had a concern about how traffic would develop in the Cayman Islands. And at that time, there was a program or Operation Barrage in East End. Can you explain a bit what that was about and how the results came?
Yes. Okay, so we did realize that the Eastern districts was growing rapidly from a population standpoint. And we were cognizant that there were a lot of traffic offenses taking place, and the amount of traffic commute in the mornings and evenings did require some additional attention. So we met with the commissioner and we decided that we had to put a traffic unit in the Eastern District to help deal with some of the issues there.
And so the Eastern District, the North Side and East End, or just East End alone?
Bottom Town, East End, and North Side make up the Eastern districts, and the area commander for that area is Superintendent Barrow, and he's also responsible for the sister islands in his portfolio.
Okay. Were there any conversations with the community and regarding traffic in that area, like speeding and that sort of thing?
Well, definitely. In fact, one of the contributing factors for us actually taking this action and implementing the Eastern District's traffic department was due to conversation and some complaints coming from members of the public. So we met with them, and obviously these actions now are to meet their demands of more traffic control, more policing in the districts.
Specifically, Ralph, we've had a number of complaints from members of the public regarding Seaview Road in East End, commuters and pedestrians especially, who are out walking their dogs, for instance, on Seaview Road and exercising, have complained about feeling extremely unsafe while walking or jogging on Seaview Road because of the speed of the drivers and the reckless driving in the area.
Yes. And can you speak to the results of that operation?
Certainly, we can speak specifically to the operation and traffic in general today.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Very good. And were there many arrests during that operation?
Yes, we did have quite a bit of arrest, mostly for well, some traffic offenses, but we tend to concentrate our efforts on drunk driving. Drunk driving and speeding are our greatest concern because those are the two contributing factors for fatal accidents.
Okay. And I find it strange, and maybe I need to get some more information on you on that. But I think the laws were passed where the limits for DUIs were changed, and have that had an impact on the driving? Have you seen an increase, or it doesn't? Have you seen anything yet?
Well, so the law was passed last year, I believe, October last year, and it was reduced by 30%. So the limit is now 0.07, whereas before it was zero point 0.1. So um, since then, this year so far, up to yesterday, we've recorded more than 130 arrests for DUI for the year so far, which is an increase from last year's year to date as well, which was just under 115 in the same time period last year.
Okay.
So totals for last year, so
234 arrests.
234 arrests for 2022, and then this year we're already up to 100 and we're just shy of 100 and
We're more than 130 at this point
yes,
this year so far. Yeah.
So are they taking it seriously? Are people just drinking and driving still, and they're not caring what happened? Maybe the penalties are too light. What is the penalty for drinking and driving?
The penalty depends on the discretion of the court. There is a disqualification for drunk driving, and the minimum of which is 1 year disqualification, in addition to a fine, which is at the discretion of the court. Multiple offenders also stand a chance of a custodial sentence for DUI. So there is also, if you've been charged with DUI multiple times, there is a good chance that you may also receive a custodial sentence for that.
Okay. Okay.
and certainly driving while disqualified will likely attract custodial sentence.
Okay, yeah. One more question on traffic, and with the increase in traffic, in cars, in drivers, are you seeing a lot more challenges in dealing with these matters?
Yes, I would say that we are. For this year alone, we have had just under 1,700 accidents. That's just for this year.
Okay, yes. And what are you doing? What is the department doing to try and ease this number of accidents? Is it more police activity on the streets? What are you doing?
Yeah. So if we compare that to 2022, where we had 1,404 accidents for the entire year.
No, for year to date.
Sorry,
Yeah.
year to date.
Yes.
2022. We will see that we're actually on the increase, almost around 300.
Okay.
As we continue to get the population growth and the number of drivers on the road, we do expect to see increase in motor vehicle accidents. And we have peak hours. We have done analysis. We have peak hours, always in the morning, lunchtime, and in the afternoons, we will see peak hours for I would say minor to moderate um, MVAs or motor vehicle accidents.
Okay.
Later in the night and into the mornings is when we tend to find the more serious accidents on our roads.
Okay. Okay.
Um, some of the things that we do to try to reduce the number of accidents is high visibility patrols, especially in those key times that were discussed, to discourage poor driving behavior. And at night times, we hold what we call vehicle checkpoints. The public knows them as police roadblocks. And these are also just specifically for deterrence, but it's also an enforcement effort,
Yes.
where, if at these vehicle checkpoints, a person is stopped who is over the limit in regards to DUI, then this is where you would be arrested and informed of the offense that you've been arrested for. Or if your vehicles are out of date, then um, you would be warned for intended prosecution for those. But also, we hope that these vehicle checkpoints would check drivers into driving properly as well. So far this year, we've already issued more than 5,000 tickets up to yesterday. And this is an increase in enforcement by almost 700, where last year, at the same time, it was just over 4,200. So
Well, that's
we're trying to do our part both on enforcement as well as education.
excellent. Excellent. Well, I understand that there's an event on Monday, a community event. Can you give me
Yes,
some more details on that?
absolutely. So our police football club, annually, we have an internal football competition. It's called the Commissioners Cup, and it's where different groups of police officers, whether it be from districts or from the various units, they form teams, and we come out and we compete against each other for this Commissioners Cup. And every year at the end of the competition for the final football match, the police host a community event. This year it's being held at the SIFA football field in
Yes.
Prospect. And it's on the 3rd of July, which is the holiday Monday. And it starts from anywhere around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and it goes way into the evening. And there's different things that are going on. This year, we're also hosting a law enforcement cup. So it should be pretty exciting because we have the CBC, RCIPS, the Cayman Islands Coast Guard, HM Prison. We have the fire service, EMS, and we have the regiment, and they're all involved in the Law Enforcement Cup, and will be competing against each other. But not only that, this event is also meant to showcase what we have to offer to the public as well. So there will be booths set up and exhibitions set up, both with the police and with the other law enforcement agencies as well. And there will be information booths as well, and so many activities for children. So we're just asking the public just to come out, and if they have any questions, or if they just want to enjoy the day, refreshments will be at the site, and also different activities for children.
Okay. I applaud you for this, for these activities. And I've seen recently where the uniform branch was actually at the healthcare. And these are the things that it takes me back a couple of years when they had police canteens, and police were very involved. We had a lot of activities around the island, and everyone was getting involved. We knew all the inspectors and the staff, and I think is this where we're trying to get back to, where the community can come closer to the police and understand what they're doing, why they're there. And can you just speak to that for me, Chief Superintendent?
Yes, thanks, Ralph. This is where we're trying to go with the organization again and our partners, our law enforcement partners, because when we come to work, we are very busy. So we have to take time to some downtime, not only with our law enforcement partners and our colleagues across government, but to take that opportunity to actually invite the public out to have a conversation with us, and even take this opportunity to tell us what is their concerns, um, what is happening in their community, but just to have that downtime with the police service and get to know us and our colleagues across government.
And we've already seen where these events are building a bridge between us and the community as well, because there are so many Caymanian businesses that have come on board with us and are assisting with making the day a spectacular day for the public by sponsoring the event. So we want to thank everybody who um, has been or are now participating in the event and assisting us to showcase our talents to the community. One of the things that will be happening on the day that is going to be very exciting and people would love to see is there's going to be a law enforcement versus youth football match. So that will be quite interesting for people to see.
Yes, and I will definitely make an option, make a chance to
I'm
make
sure.
sure I attend it.
I'm
Uh, the- yes, you're saying something, Chief Lieutenant?
I was going to say, Ralph, that I'm sure the youth will run a lot of circles around a lot of our older police officers. So they're a lot younger and fitter than us.
Well, the race is not really for the swift, for those younger, hard.
True,
So
very
you never know. But just on a more serious note, I think crime is everybody's problem. And attending press briefings, I've heard where you've reached out or your teams have reached out and asked for information for the public to come forward with information, and that's how we're going to beat this problem. Cayman is known to be a island with very low crime, and we want to keep it that way. But with all that's happening around us, we can't show a blind eye. And is it the approach to try and get the community more involved and more cooperative so we can fight crime together?
Absolutely. I think for us, our main message is, crime is everybody's problem. It affects every single person. So if you see something, say something. And one of the things that we want to emphasize is that there are so many different ways and means in which you can go about saying something. For instance, at this event, there will be a number of our community police officers just out and about and interacting with the people. And you may just know a police officer who you're comfortable with. And there's nothing wrong with passing on information through a community officer or through any police officer if you're not comfortable going through official channels such as our website, submitting tips through there, or even Crime Stoppers.
Yes. Yeah, yes,
And so,
Superintendent. Anything to add?
Yeah, I was just going to echo Jody's comments there. Our Crime Stoppers program has been resurrected, so to speak. It's local.
yes, it's
Um,
now digital. So you'd have to go on CaymanCrimeStoppers.com and submit your tips through there, but it is up and running. It is functional now. Yes.
Um, as a young boy growing up, I was always scared of talking to policemen. I would like hide behind and the walls, and when the car passed, you get scared. Or when I'm driving as a young man and I see a car coming, I break up because I'm afraid that something would happen. But what would you say to a young person if they're on the road and they see a policeman coming? Should they be scared, or should they feel welcome or open to have a conversation with those officers?
You know what, Ralph? I get very peeved when parents
yes.
use the police as I guess as a disciplinary tool for children because then that makes them afraid of us. And we don't want children to be afraid of us. We want them to know that, yes, we're an authority figure, but we're also the person that's there to protect them, not to harm them. And so, specifically to parents, I'd say, please don't use us as a tool to control your children, because then they're afraid to speak with us and let us know when something happens because they don't trust us. Because they see us as the person that is going to be causing them harm because they were bad. And that's not the message that we want. We want them to be comfortable speaking to us, so and letting us know when something's wrong.
Yes. Just to again, support what Jody is saying, is that we want to build relationships within the organization in our communities, and that's what community policing is all about. Building relationships, not only with the parents, but with the children. That's why we put the right people in the right places. We've started a school liaison program many years ago, and that is still happening today, because we want to build relationships with the students, right? We want to make sure that if they hear of something, say something to us, if it has something to do with something criminal or anything that's happening, if it's something going on in their personal life, they can come to a police friend, talk about it, and we will help them resolve the issue. But it's all around community policing, getting to know us, and we're getting to know them. So yeah, I mean, I've seen so many parents in the supermarket. They say, behave yourself, or a policeman's gonna lock you up. And I said, don't tell
Yes.
them that. Yes,
Yes.
yeah, don't tell them that. Yeah, that is true. If when they get older, if they do something wrong, that's possible. But then don't use that as a means of keep controlling your child.
And,
Yeah.
and I've learned over the years that the police are there to protect you as well. When something
Yes,
happens, the first thing you call is 911.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. When you need us, we can't get there soon enough. If we, you know,
Yes.
there one
Yes.
minute later, it's still not soon enough. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you
I
don't want
think
us
we are.
around,
Yeah, I think we are on the way. From my experiences, and when you're speaking about the school programs, there's, I think it's Sergeant Pompey. Oh, Pompey, he used to be in the schools at one point, and I remember him, in my days of being a parent and in a parent teacher association. And over the years, I've seen more of a welcome approach from the RCIPS to the community, and I applaud that move. And I think I'm seeing results. And have you got any feedback from the districts regarding these activities?
Um, I don't know of feedback from the districts. I do know that our community police officers are now working to be a lot more involved in community activities. For instance, they've recently done public speaking training with myself, and also in collaboration with Toastmasters, so that they can better do presentations to the public on trending crime topics and other social issues. So that's something that will be coming, and that we're working on to get more involved in the community and to get more community feedback as well as involvement. And our community policing unit has repetitively been recognized regionally. Our officer, PC Donville Myers, was actually recently awarded first runner-up community police officer for the region at the Association of Commissioners of Police, Caribbean Commissioner of Police Conference. And so I do believe that our community policing unit and the service as a whole is doing a really good job in trying to engage with the community and to get the community to a place where they're comfortable being communicating with us.
Okay, that's good. And before we wrap up,
you mentioned Sergeant Pompey, Ralph,
yes,
and one of the lens that the community policing has gone to. Can you hear me?
yes, I'm okay. Go right ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was mentioning that Sergeant Pompey and his team have gone to great lengths to actually educate the public about a number of various things, you know, crime related information, how they can protect themselves. They've gone into the communities. They have started neighborhood watches in various districts.
Right.
They've even actually gone to some of the security companies and gave them provided presentations on how they can be more effective as a security officer. Meaning, if something happens at that establishment, what would the police need you to do?
Yeah.
They're going to ask you what you saw, what you heard, descriptions of persons, the whole, they think so. That has become part of their duties as well. So the community policing is really expanded in its role in trying to keep the whole Cayman
Okay.
Island safer.
That's
And if anybody is interested in that kind of presentation as well, Ralph, especially businesses, they can email us at pr@rcips.ky to make that request, because the community policing unit is happy to come out and make that presentation, because of a crime prevented is better than a crime cured.
yes. And on that note, I remember being invited to press briefings when something went wrong, when there was an incident. And I decided when I started this show, we need to hear from you before things happen and sort of have a proactive approach as to how we talk to the police and get information from them. That's why I'd like to invite you back on other occasions just to talk about what is happening, what steps have been made to prevent crime from happening rather than what do you do when something happens and want to get update and get news. So that's my approach, and I welcome you to come back again and have a discussion with me on a regular basis. And any final words?
Thank Well, for me, I just want to encourage everyone to check out our platforms. We have a website, rcips.ky, and the website has an app as well that you can download on your devices. And we have social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. This weekend is KMAS weekend, and I want to encourage everybody to pet safely, by checking out our website for personal safety tips for how to go about drinking. And if you intend to drink, locate our officers if you feel unsafe and let them know what's happening. Our officers will be in and amongst the parade, assisting and keeping everyone safe and ensuring that the parade goes as smoothly as possible. But also, please do not drink and drive. Make sure that you plan to get home when you're planning everything else.
Okay. Thank you very much. And Chief Superintendent?
Yes, thanks for the opportunity, and I will echo along the same lines as Jody. Since 2020 to date, 37 road fatalities. 37 road fatalities from 2020 to 2023. That is a massive number of deaths on our roads. So I want to appeal to the public through your medium that road safety must be everyone's primary concern. Safety of yourselves and safety of others, other road users, is paramount. Before going out this weekend or any other weekend or night, please make plans to get home safely. If you plan to drive, do not drink, and vice versa. Drunk driving and speeding are the two main contributing factors in our road fatalities. So as we stand now, road fatalities and firearm enabled crime are the RCIP's two major concerns that we're dealing with. We're going into it head on, and we are hoping that our efforts will start to curtail some of what is taking place. So this year so far, we've had 5 road fatalities, which is 5 too many. So be careful on the roads. Have discipline when you're using roads. Discipline and some consideration for other road users.
Yes. Well, thank you for those serious advice, and it's very beneficial. It can save your life, and so we appreciate
Yes.
it, and we encourage all our listeners and readers viewers to take heed. And what we said, don't drink and drive. Stay safe this weekend. Thank you, Chief Superintendent and Jody, for visiting with me today and having this discussion. Good evening.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for having us, Ralph. Take care.
Red light.
Yeah,
Na, 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 na.
the sun is up, the sun is up. The sun is up and it's smiling. Another clear blue perfect day.
Paradise.
A warm breeze from the ocean.
Warm breeze blows your troubles away.
Next Wednesday. Oh yeah.
A walk on the white sandy beaches.
A call from the turquoise sea. You know you're right where you're meant to be. If you find yourself believing, if you find yourself still dreaming, if you find yourself in love with life, you found yourself in Cayman kind. We're in Cayman kind. Are you Cayman kind? Living in Cayman kind. If you find yourself believing, Cayman kind. If you find yourself still dreaming, Cayman kind. The sun is up, and it's smiling. The sun is up,
Cayman time.
blows your troubles away. If you find yourself believing, Cayman kind. I wanna walk with you
Paradise.
on the white sandy beaches.
Oh the sun is up and it's smiling. Another clear blue perfect day. Paradise.
Yeah, yeah.
Good afternoon, Brittany, and welcome to Cayman Conversation.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking time out and having a conversation on Cayman Conversations. Tell me something about King Sports Center. How did it get started?
How did it get started? Well, so well, it opened in 2002. Basically, my father, Rex, he had a dream, had a vision. He wanted to help promote sports and fitness within the community, and with the help of, his contacts and getting a loan from the bank and his other businesses, which was previously established, he then put into action in order to make his dream come true, which was King Sports Center. And so it finally opened in 2002. and currently contains a bowling alley, lounge, bar, 2 multipurpose rooms, which are currently used for parties, aerobics, karate. We have cast karate in there. It can also be rented for workshops as well too. We have a 10,500 square foot multi-purpose rink, which can be used for roller skating, roller hockey, football, basketball, concerts and shows. And also we have 2 squash courts, 2 rock climbing walls, and the Powerhouse Gym, which is located upstairs within the sports center, steam rooms, and many other services. We also have Green Machine, which is located there, as well as Modern Beauty Salon, which is located downstairs right after the stairs.
So basically, it's a one-stop shopping center with everything you need. Just that, is that the plan? Or was that the plan, to have everyone just come there after work and stay there until the evening and have access to other areas and do other things and have activities for kids and so on?
Yes, you can do that as well too. It's a sports club, basically.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's so many sports, and I think that there's new sports coming out as well too. And, the whole point is that you should be able to come within certain times. If you go onto our websites, and you would be able to see what we have to offer. We have different clubs coming in to play. Like, for example, we have different groups of football clubs that like to play with each other. The basketball, Coach Root likes to come, and he usually has his kids come and practice on our courts. So it's just open for usage, for those who want to stay active.
Okay, and the whole complex is indoors?
Correct. We do have one of the rock climbing walls is outside,
Okay.
and we do have this workout area that is outside, but that is mostly, for example, if you have injuries, you can use that equipment to help with mobility.
All right, that's good. Tell us something about some of the product services that you have there. Generally, do you have coaches? Do you have team leaders? Do you have people to assist you with your sport activities if you need a trainer? Do you have those kind of things as well?
Yes, we do. A lot of the services and products was explained before, but some interesting new things that we have coming up is our special on personal training. This is the first time, I believe, that we had a special for carnival season. And the thing is that, many people work out for different reasons. For example, you might do it for heart health reasons. You might just want to look good. You might want to have longevity. You might be recuperating from an injury, whatever your reasons are. As long as you work out and as long as you're active, are involved in some gym or a form of sports, that's very important. So for the personal training special that we have, it'll be from April 15th to July 1st. And we're doing the special on our 5-session packages. So usually one personal training session would be about $60 for members, and then non-members would be about $75. So to purchase 5 sessions then would be about $300 for members and $250 for non-members. So with the special, sorry, hold on one second. So that is the special, sorry, $300 for non-members and $250 for members. That is the special. Usually it would be about $75 to $50 more. So you get to save a little money for this special. And the importance of personal training is mostly because even though it's just 5 sessions, you can purchase more than 5, obviously. But you might just want to tone, or depending on what your goals are for whatever reason it is that you want to work out. What the personal one-on-one sessions does is that it gives you a chance to come up with a personalized plan just for you, because not everybody is the same and not all of their goals are the same. So that's something that's very important.
Okay. I have a question, if I may interject. Yeah, I wanted to start the gym, but I had 2 hip replacements, and I'm kind of nervous about going there by myself. And I would prefer to have a trainer who knows healthcare and how to deal with someone like myself who had a surgery. Do you have those kind of trainers available?
Yes, we do. All of our trainers are certified. all of our trainers are certified. So,
Yes.
they part of that certification is that they have to know how to work around injuries. So that's why it's important that you fill out the forms completely and truthfully. Because, for example, if you have this injury and you're doing personal training and the personal trainer does not know about your injury,
Right.
they may give you an exercise that might be detrimental to your health rather than working around your injury. Or if your goal is to rehabilitate, that might in itself might involve a different kind of workout or a different kind of program.
Okay, very interesting. Well, I plan to sign up very soon. Because I need to get some of this weight off, and now my hips are all fixed. I am. Yeah, you can see me at the Powerhouse Gym doing some workouts. So very soon.
Well, we
Yeah,
look forward to having you come and join us.
excellent. Yeah, bowling there, do you?
Yes, we do.
Tell us about the bowling.
One of the other things that I wanted to mention as well is we haven't had a bowling league in a while, and this year was the first year that we've had our bowling league, which the people that participated, we've gotten a lot of good feedback. So we're going to do another one on April 24th. If you are interested in joining the bowling league, you can call 946-2695, or you can email kingpinbowling@candyw.ky. And usually the leagues are on Tuesday nights.
Okay, so
Mhm.
so on Tuesday nights, there's like a competition for teams or individuals to come and do some bowling.
Well, you can sign up as a team. If you don't have a team, you just call the bowling alley and we'll put you on a list and we can create a team for you.
Excellent. Do you have to wear special shoes to go bowling?
We have shoes.
Oh, you have all the, okay, excellent. I think I remember seeing it at one
Very
point,
soft.
and I'm like, you have all different sizes of shoes that you have to wear. Okay, that's great. Can I get fit from bowling, or it's just for arm exercises?
I would say that you do need, it is a sport, but you do need that extra cardio. I believe that the health specialists say that you need at least 150 minutes of something that will raise your heartbeat
Yes,
per
okay,
week.
good.
So you can tone, you have to use your arm muscles and things
Yes.
like that. But I do think that you need more
Well, okay. Well,
in
we're right
order
here,
to lose weight and get fit.
and
And
everything is in one place, so it shouldn't be too hard to get there. But I've seen that not only a sport, but also exercising with the bowling as well. And
yes, I mean, any kind of sports utilizes all of the muscles, but that's why a lot of athletes still go to the gym, even though they're playing a sport as well too.
okay, great. Summer camp. I remember seeing advertisements last year in the sign about summer camps, and summer is a few months away, probably another 4 or 5 months or less than that. And so, have you started planning for your summer camps yet?
Yes, we do. It does take I usually plan for it all year round. This
Okay,
is
great.
the, I think, 17th year that we've been doing our annual summer camp. It's going to be from July 4th to August 4th, and it'll be from 8:30 to 5, and the ages are from 5 to 10. So
Mhm. Okay, great. And so, tell me about summer camp. Is that one day, half day? Can I register for a full summer camp for a whole month, or can I do just a short period of time?
So we really try to cater to the parents and the kids' needs. So for example, you can do a half day. I mean, I know a lot of summer camps are half day camps. So some parents like to, maybe if they have football camp in the morning, and then they will bring their child to our camp in the afternoon. Or if you want to sign up for all 5 weeks, we're available for that too. You do get discounts if you sign up for all 5 weeks, or if you sign up in groups of 4 or more.
Okay, great stuff. So it's about finding something for the kids to do during their summer vacation, because parents don't really get the full 2 months off. They have to work. So while I'm going to work, I can drop off my kids there, pick them back up after school, and they'll be supervised and have
Yeah.
some positive things doing. Okay, and the summer
Yeah.
camps are just about events in the complex, or do they go on field tours or to the beach? Is that included in the summer camps?
No, we keep them
Okay.
on site
On
indoors
site.
so that there's limited trouble or space for them to
Right.
roll out or getting any trouble.
Yes.
One of the can I tell you a little history about our summer camp?
Of course. Go right ahead.
So one of the reasons why we started our summer camp is because we have a very big family, and it's very important to keep kids active, especially when they're not in school. So I mean, it's not just a sports camp. We have like arts and crafts. It's just things. We have different activities in order to keep the kids engaged throughout the day.
Okay.
And I mean, this camp has been in existence since I was like 16 years old. Like I
Wow.
started as a counselor, and then I, kept revamping things until it's reached the stage from now. And I do think that it has been a tremendous help to a lot of kids, because I know some of the kids that went to our summer camp, now they're like national athletes. That we do have guest speakers come in and speak to the kids at least once a week. And one of the things that my master's is in educational psychology, so this is one of the programs that is very near and dear to my heart. And so we do try to focus on the individual needs. We do try to help kids become more socially social etiquette,
Yes.
gain self-confidence, gain those skills that they need to be productive members of society.
I welcome that, and I applaud you and the owners and your managers and your staff for really giving that focus to our future, which are the kids, and giving them a positive environment. And is there an after-school program? Because there's always talk about after-school programs, and just thinking about summer camp, I wonder if there's an after-school program.
So no, we don't have an after-school program. We do have space if anybody wants to come and coordinate an after-school program in our facility during the times that the rink is available. So we are a venue, and you can rent the space from us in order to bring kids. So a lot of schools will come and they'll rent the rink, or they'll teach the kids how to use the gym. Even some homeschool associations will come and they'll do like their PE sessions with us. So, we have the space for you to rent in order to, make things like that happen.
Okay, and that was one of the questions I was going to come to. It's like a sports complex. So was it all owned, or was it all managed by you and the team, or do you outlet, or do you sublet areas that you can rent and have a business? And so therefore, the point I'm trying to make is, can I bring a small business into your complex and operate from there, and with your blessing, of course?
Well, yes, we do have spaces. Well, it depends on availability, because we do have a few groups that are already renting spaces. I did forget to say that we also are the home of Dream Chasers, the dance group as well too.
Okay.
So I had mentioned the other three, but now that you mention it, we do have them as well. We do have businesses that can come, and for example, if they need to rent one of our aerobics rooms for meetings or anything like that, it's about $75 an hour. And we do rent our space. We are a privately owned business. It's not a publicly owned business. And so therefore there are some programs that we hire coordinators for in order to come and run that program. Other than that, we are open for rental as well.
Okay, that's great. I've been speaking with Rex in the past, and we spoke about doing some karaoke or some positive entertainment. For example, if you after your training you want to come by and have a beverage, there's an area there that you can sit down with your friends and have a chat and enjoy a little entertainment before you go home. Is that available still, or do you have anything like that in the complex?
Yes, I personally love karaoke. I love to sing, but we would need a coordinator, so someone like an events coordinator to come, and basically we could either do a rental situation or we can do like a co-hosting situation, for example, like profit sharing, and we can get something like that going. Whether my team can manage the karaoke as well as the other things that we have going on, we're quite full. We love to work with other people. And so, for example, I'm going to use you, for example, if you wanted to have a karaoke night, that's something that I'd be willing to sit and negotiate as to how we can make that happen. And that will probably be there because, again, I love karaoke. So,
Okay, excellent. Well, let me see if I can juggle my schedule around. Actually, doing a karaoke night tonight. On Thursday night is when this was recorded. Actually, we do a karaoke night every Thursday night at the local place close to you, Country and Western, and it's been going well.
oh, okay.
And but my whole goal with this show is to communicate positive things that would uplift us, find things for people to do because we have people all walks of life. And that's why we wanted to bring you in here, knowing that you run a gym and you run a complex. I'm learning now there's so many other things that you have in that location.
Yes.
And a lot of our listeners don't know. They think it's just a place to go and work out, and get exercise and build muscle. But I'm hearing now you have a lot more. You even have a salon. And then you have a place for food, for health drinks. Is it health?
Green machine. Yeah, so
Green
so
machine.
those are businesses that are actually renting our space, and they contribute to the whole environment of the sports center. So, one of the things that we prefer is if your business aligns with our goals, so that's very important. Like, for example, Green Machine is a perfect fit because after our customers work out, they can go downstairs and, order a shake. We also have a pro shop upstairs where we sell like gloves, protein powder, pre-workout powder. We will be getting a new shipment soon of clothes and supplements as well too. So we do have that upstairs as well that we own.
Do you have a squash section inside there?
Yes, we do. We have 2 squash courts.
So squash courts. I remember seeing some. And is it busy all the time as it used to be?
So it's mostly busy after 6. I mean, some people do come in lunchtime and play, but between 6 and closing is our busiest hours for the whole facility, basically. During the day, I mean, if you want to take like a 2 o'clock squash break, I'm pretty sure the squash courts will be available because most people are at work. So.
And that question is to try and find out what are your peak times that people go to the gym. So if I'm flexible with my time, like in the morning, I have a couple hours free. Is it recommended I use the morning hours to get away from the crowds at night? Because I'm a little chubby. I don't want to. I feel more comfortable, and I'm sure there are many other people who feel the way I do that. They prefer to exercise in a less crowded environment. And not saying that you're always crowded, but is there a peak time or a slow time that exists?
Yes. So for the Powerhouse Gym, the peak times are in the morning from 5 a.m. till about, I would say, 8:30. I'll even put it to 9. And then also after 5. Between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., there's less people in the gym. Sometimes there may be an hour or 2 within that time where we might have the schools come in and they might have a PE session in the gym. But other than that, between those times would be the less crowded times. Also, after 8 p.m., it does start to slow down again. So between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. is also a bit slower. So most people like to work out either before they go to work, if they have a 8 to 5 or a 9 to 5, or after they're leaving the workplace.
Okay, that's very interesting. I was surprised that people go to the gym so early. I'm still sleeping at that time, but that's good. That's good. Like I said, you get there where that before, so you can get ready for work, and that's a good time, and that's that interesting. I thought peak times were after 6, but we're learning every day. We're learning about. Okay, and what new classes do you plan on offering in the future?
Okay, so for the classes, this is really dependent on our personal trainers and fitness instructors. We operate a little differently than most of the gyms on island when it comes to our trainers, because our trainers, we do a commission split with them. So that means that whatever their skills are and whatever clientele they bring in, it's almost like, like a mutual business almost, So that means that whatever qualifications and skill set that our trainers have, that will determine whatever classes that we offer in the future. And we do plan to hire some more personal trainers as well too. For example, if a personal trainer had the skill set of TRX skills, or maybe if they want to do a soca aerobics class, or if they want to do like a Bollywood fitness class, which I would really like to see at King's, hint, hint, if anybody's interested, then let me know. You would basically email me at kingskings.brebanks@gmail.com. So we kind of defer to our trainers, which are the experts in, in that area. I'm the business director. So, I mean, I can tell you what I want, but, I won't offer a class if the person is not certified and qualified to be able to do so. Because again, that would then cause liability issues for myself and my customers, because you want someone that knows what they're doing, right? In terms of how the body moves, how it works together, and how it will help you overall to achieve your fitness goals. So new classes depends on, what our trainers are willing to offer and their skill set.
I like the soca aerobics. I probably can wind down so much these days, but I can probably do the music for you. But I like that part. I've seen it in many of the gyms, and it's packed. People just like doing it. That side of exercise.
We do still have regular aerobics, I believe. Yes.
Okay,
Good
excellent.
power.
Great job. All right. A little personal. How long have you been running the gym?
Well, when I first started working full time with my father, I got hired for marketing, actually. And then eventually I just kept growing. And so altogether, full time, I mean, I've always been working for my dad since forever. But full time, I would say about 7 years.
Well, good. Okay. How is he doing? Is he involved at all these days, or he just
very
left you with everything?
No. He's still there. He's still there. Yes, I defer to him to a lot of stuff. There's, I'm still growing all the time. I do 110% believe in professional development. And if I have questions, I do ask, but I also do make time to continue to, maybe I'll do a course online, or maybe I will find things to, educate myself or re-educate myself in order to continue to grow. So every year is, a more developed, person, a more developed company, because nothing stays stagnant. So we will always continue to try to improve and develop as individuals as well as a company.
Well, you're in the right business, and there's certain businesses that will always be needed. I know that during pandemic you had some challenges, and because you were not allowed to open for safety, health purposes, but gyms are going to be around for a long time. People just need to work out and be healthy, and more people are getting more involved in health, particularly after pandemic. People are being more healthy about their, their bodies and their lifestyles. So I can see that, working out and exercising is going to be something that will be around for a while. So I see that the gym is going to be around for a long time. And you've been a while. The gym has been, or the sports or the complex has been around for a while now. And we wish you all the best, and that we hope to stay and grow from strength to strength. Can I have some contact details for the gym, or for you, for memberships or for information, please?
Sure. So our phone number is 946-5464. The email is kings@candw.ky. That is KINGS@CANDW.KY. And our website is kingsportscenter.com. So that's KINGSSPORTSCENTRE. The reason I spelled it out, not because I don't think everyone can spell, but a lot of people miss that double S in there.
And
So,
okay.
yes.
And where you're located? It's around by the roundabout there with this solar panel signs. Where you're located?
So it's right before Alliance Center when you're going from town up to Bodden Town, 861 Crew Road.
Right. Okay, good. So you can't miss it. It's right on the roundabout. And there's a big sign in front. Okay, just that some people may not know because they may live on this area of the island, and we say King Center or King Sports Complex, and we just don't know. So it's always good and to repeat these things over and over again. And I would like to invite you back. Maybe we could go into more detail into some of the events or the classes that you're going to offer in the future, and bring some of the trainers with you, so we can have some we speak to for bodybuilding. If I wanted to build my body, to build some muscles and be heavy and strong, and I would like to probably have a trainer come and tell me what I need to do, and do at this age how I can develop certain muscle in my body without doing too much to my heart. And so it's good to have someone come from your business just to talk about working out and doing particular areas of what you offer. Maybe another time you can look at a different sport, at the bowling, being a bowling expert or something. So I invite you back on the Cayman Conversations to talk more about detail of the gym and how the gym is doing, and particularly for summer camp, because I think that's going to be a big hit this year. I want to thank you for coming. Any final words?
Thank you for having me come and speak to you and having this discussion. Yes, I would be more than willing to come back and bring some people with me. There are many people and many different expertise that we could touch on. I did also forget to mention our youth hockey program. Okay. So currently we're still in season for that, but if you're interested in learning more about how to play roller hockey, we do have a league for that as well too. Okay, and I can point you in the right direction as to how to register for that. Other than that, thank you. Thanks for having me. And I'd be more than willing to come and have another discussion with you at any time.
Well, see you next time. See you around next time, and regards to your family, and all the best in the future. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for joining Cayman Conversations today. If you'd like to appear on our show, give me a call at 916-2000 or email me at ralph@caymaniantimes.ky. Cayman Conversations seeks to elevate the level of media conversation with our special guests from all walks of life. The 90-minute show features 2 conversations and also music videos from local artists. We have come to the end of season 1. I will be taking a 2-month break from next week. Join us tomorrow as we review some of our best conversations from season 1. Remember to like, share, and follow Cayman Times social media pages, and also pick up copies of the newspaper on Wednesdays and Fridays at locations across the islands. And remember, Cayman Time newspaper is now free for all. Cayman Conversations is a production of the Cayman Times newspaper. Have a great evening, everyone, and now enjoy music from local musicians. Goodbye.
Sometimes I feel low. 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 And I go. Sometimes I feel low. And I go. Sometimes I see a brighter day, you and me. I wanna be happy. I wanna be free. I wanna be happy. I wanna be free. I wanna be happy. I wanna be free. I wanna walk away to the fray. Oh, I see a brighter day with me. Sometimes I feel low, and I go. 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 I wanna be happy. I wanna be free. I wanna be happy. I wanna be free. I wanna be happy. I wanna be free. I wanna walk away to the fray. Oh, I see a brighter day with you. Sometimes I feel low. 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 Yeah. Sucking like, yeah. Let me break it down. Check it out. I don't need to be on top. I just need to be there when the beat gon' drop. Hit me with the music so my feet don't stop. 345, I represent the realest rock. Life is incredible. We be consuming these beats like they edible. Level up. On this track, getting better. Roll like a sling shot, slinging rocks. We gon' let it go. Pop, pop, pop. And you better know. I be on top. Yo, pass me the rock. Yeah, never let go, cause the love in your soul gotta burn, gotta glow. never let go. Cause we got a country to wake up. Everybody stop, play, wake up. Cause the youth them is wasting. Please can we save them, come on. We got a country to wake up. Everybody stop, play, wake up. Cause the youth them is wasting. Please can we save them, come on. We got a country to wake up. Everybody stop, play, wake up. Cause the youth them is wasting. Please can we save them, come on. Depression may grab at you, try to put you in a chokehold. But this is what happens when life is a savage. It's about to bring damage, so hold on, never let go. 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 Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. You're a Lagos. Class in session now. I hope you're ready to move. It's a dancing session now. I know you're in the mood. Follow, 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 follow the teacher now. Swing towel and follow procedure now. Shake feathers and follow the leader now. James Carey, the soca teacher now. Back it up and push it out and swing it up and bring it back down and put on your face and match up the place and turn around and roll up your waist and back it up now, push it up now, swing it up and bring it back round and turn around and spin around and slow it down. Class in session now, I hope you're ready to move. It's a dancing session now, I know you're in the mood. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. You're a nigga. Take time and wine like you have something to prove. Waistline, 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 I like it how you move. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Work that A-plus. My girl, come to the front now. Push up your hand now. Show off your work now. Push up your grade now. You teach your class now. Exam time now. Show them your pass now. Yeah. One in the grade now. Back it up and push it out and swing it up and bring it back down and put on your face and match up the place and turn around and roll up your waist and back it up now. Push it up now. Swing it up and bring it back round and turn around and spin around and slow it down. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Show me what you can do. You're a Lagos. Come to the front now. Push up your hand now. Show off your work now. Push up your grade now. of mercy. Walk humbly, that's how the world should be. Don't judge a book by a cover until you look under and see just what the pages read. Misunderstood, misconstrued, don't let your attitude ruin the best of you and me. I just wanna be free, to be the best part of me. Don't watch me drown, show me love when I am down. And now we need equality. Let me tell you about my brother called Ray. Now down here in the islands, Ray is Ray. But back home, his identity, his birthright is out of sight. 'Cause all you see is white light. You never saw the man, you never saw his heart. 'Cause all you ever saw was the black part. I'm a black man, the best you ever known. Let me step up on this microphone and take a seat on my throne. There's other black kings who don't submit to the system and don't need to wear the ring. Power to the people, got my mind on blast. About to take this message to the street, fast like flash. And in the dash we gon' flash, breaking down these barriers to race that's been dwindling our past. I just wanna be free, to be the best part of me. Don't watch me drown, show me love when I am down. And now we need equality. Our hearts are so deceitful, we don't realize that we're all equal. But everyone's repairable with a gift that's a miracle. There's a crown of great renown in the book that's upside down. So open up the page, dissipate the rage. It's time to engage. It's time to engage. I just wanna be free, to be the best part of me. Don't watch me drown, show me love when I am down. And now we need equality.
Let's just let this love unfurl, Lord. Make good love to me. Make good love to me. Make good love to me all the time. Miss everything. Where have you been? Oh, I've searched for you my whole life through. Miss everything. She walks and talks the way I love. Miss everything. She walks and talks the way I love. Miss everything. She's a special kind of girl. Let's just let this love unfurl, Lord. Make good love to me. Make good love to me. Make good love to me all the time. I wanna love you more. A man looks to his woman, says I don't know what you see in me. You make me feel this way. Many years go by, we live, we laugh, we cry. She said, from the start you stole my heart. I wanna love you more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more. Friends in a car, one says he's going far to make a better way. The other he exclaimed, I wish I felt the same. No matter where you go, I want you to know that I wanna love you more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more and more. And don't you know, out there on the streets, strangers we will meet. We all have different views to show, but if we join our heads and hands to make a master plan, see the colors make a beautiful rainbow. Oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh. What in the world have we come to? Whom this life should we run to? We all know the answer. Ways to skip the forgiving. Look at the life that we live in. I want you to know that I wanna love you more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more and more. And don't you know, though we come from different sides, living different lives, ooh, that's okay. It's still the same old sun who shines on everyone, every day, yeah. Oh, I wanna love you more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more and more. And don't you know I wanna love you more and more and more. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
life story. Listen up while I chant down Babylon. Black my story, don't try to stop me. 500 years on the colonial plan. Emancipation, liberation through democracy. Long time we trod in freedom roads and still not free. Equal rights and justice for humanity. We want one God, one aim and one destiny. Black my story, not his story. I come here to mash down Babylon. A black my story, don't try to stop me. I just this time in a Gideon. For the thieves, bloodsuckers and the wagonists, I'm here to tell you, say shadows will come to light. If you want to say your life, make your deeds positive. And no more sorry excuses are gone bye-bye. Good night, yeah. And now I lay you down to sleep. I know your mama weeps. I cry, yes, I cry. But that's the way we're living out here on the street.